Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Lost reaction. This is Season 6, Episode 2 and it's LAX Part 2. This was cut into a double episode, hence the weird format here. No outro for the last episode, no real intro for this episode. We're following two separate timelines here, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And the plane has just landed at LA, fine and dandy. And now we're going to see how our characters' lives progress from there. The two things that stick out at the moment are the fact that Hugo is still a lottery winner and he's plagued with good luck rather than bad, and that Desmond was on board that flight, which obviously he wasn't in the original. So how did he end up on that flight? I suppose we might find out. And 1, 2.
No, I'm gonna bury her.
Let me help you.
Hope so.
He wants to do this alone. This is his burden.
Miles. Mind hanging back? You got it, boss.
He's changed. She doesn't get it yet.
You guys ready?
Oh, and Jack couldn't look him in the eye, could he? He knows he's screwed up. But then again, Juliet followed Jack of her own free will, and Sawyer followed Juliet of his own free will. So it's not really Jack's fault.
Mr. Shepard, I'm deeply sorry, but there seems to have been a mix-up involving the cargo. You checked in?
Oh.
Cargo.
Yes, sir. A coffin. It appears it was never put on the plane.
But it was.
Is in 2 hours. When is it getting here?
Mr. Shepard, I can't tell you how deeply sorry we are, but we don't know when it will arrive. Because we're not exactly sure where it is.
But in the original timeline, Christian's coffin was definitely on the plane because Jack found it. He found it empty, but he found it. Then you're going to find some dead bodies down there, or at least skeletons. Oh wow. Who dug these? Yeah, there we go. That's Rousseau's team. This must connect at some point to the base of the statue, I think. All these caverns, all these underground caverns connect underneath the island. I'm sure of it.
Hurley!
The hell's going on now? Someone doesn't want you in there. No. These are the original inhabitants. No. Where are they?
Guess we found the temple.
Anything to declare?
There's a lot of people at the temple.
Austin, I swear to God you don't open this door. I'm coming in there.
Wow. Kay goes on the run again.
Oh my God. He just walked in here and attacked me. I pushed him. I need to get out of here.
Something to do with the smoke?
What did she
What?
want? That's what she wanted to tell you. It worked.
But it hasn't worked.
They were on the first plane. Oceanic 815 along
Hello,
the
Cindy. Knew Cindy would turn up eventually.
Shoot him.
Oh. Right. What's in the guitar case? It can't be Locke again.
Maybe.
Oh. It's from the statue. No. It's not big enough to be from the statue. It's from something else. Something inside.
I carried that case across the ocean and, like, through time. So I want to know what that paper says.
The paper said that if your friend there dies, we're all in a lot of trouble.
Another end of the world scenario. So this is like the fountain of life or something. Fountain of everlasting life. The well of... I don't know.
What are they doing?
It's got to die to be reborn, I think.
Can unconscious people hold their breath?
No.
It's birth and
Let
rebirth.
him up.
Not yet.
What are they waiting for?
It's not dead. You don't understand, guys. Have faith. Did I just really say that?
Your friend is dead.
Oh, thanks. We kind of knew that. Well, I can't believe that. They wouldn't let that happen. They said he's vitally important. If he dies, then they're all in trouble. That is not going to work.
Jack, stop it. What are you doing?
Obsessing. Do they all have to die on the island in order to make this happen?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't think so, lady. There's a line. There's a line.
Go! Go now!
Wait, I already have a customer.
I said go.
Hang on, that's what's his
What are you
name?
doing?
The Puppet Master.
Go! Hey! Hey!
Scaring the crap out of Claire. So this is where they've taken all the children that they kidnapped in season 1 and season 2. No, there's some drilling outside.
When's Jacob getting here? What do you mean? Is he coming to the temple?
No, he's
I
dead.
don't think that's gonna happen, man. Why not? You know, he's dead.
They didn't know.
You guys didn't know?
Oh, now they've entered panic stations now, haven't they?
Everyone to your post!
The war's coming.
Guess we're not getting out of here, huh?
This isn't to keep you in. It's to keep him out.
Him? Who?
Who indeed? Him.
What are you? I'm not a what, Ben. I'm a who. You're the monster.
Yep.
Let's not resort to name calling.
You used me.
Yes.
You couldn't kill him yourself. So you made me do it. I didn't make you do anything.
You manipulated him, though.
I want the one thing that John Locke didn't.
To get off the island.
To go home.
So he is trapped. He's trapped on the island. And Jacob was his guard. Or jailer or something.
Goodbye, dude.
ask what happened to you? I'm sorry. I'm only asking because I'm a spinal surgeon. I didn't mean to...
Oh, no, don't worry about it. My condition is irreversible.
Nothing's irreversible.
That's fairly optimistic for Jack. For that Jack.
If you ever want a consult, just give me a call. It's on the house.
Well, thanks. Hello, Richard. It's good to see you out of those chains.
You?
Me.
He was one of the Black Rock, but he wasn't. He was a prisoner. What? Where's he going? Where's he going with Richard? Jacob must be... It's going to take over someone else's body. I'm sure of it. This can't be over.
Shepard,
Yeah.
we need to speak to you privately.
Don't fight it.
Jack!
Oh my God.
So he's just got up. Oh no, it's going to be the end. Okay, I think I might have an idea what's going on here. I'm probably wrong this early into the confusion, but here goes. We're not looking at two different timelines, or we are, but we're not. What I think's happened is the explosion didn't work. It blew them, or it activated the time thing and allowed them to get back to their correct time. Jack, Sawyer, Saeed, Hugo, etc. Everything else happened exactly the way it should have done. Maybe it didn't work. The electromagnetism sucked it, like I said in the ramble, it sucked it all into the... I don't know, the island healed itself or something. And then at some point in the future, they're going to find another way of altering the timeline. And that's what we're seeing on the plane. Because... so we've got a timeline in which Hugo has won the lottery. And also is plagued by good luck. Or rather, he's not plagued by bad luck. Now, if he's not plagued by bad luck, why does he go to Australia? It was his obsession that the numbers were cursed that led him to Australia to seek out Lenny's friend. So why was he on that plane? And also, Desmond's on the plane. If Juliet and co... it didn't... If that explosion didn't work, then Desmond wouldn't be on that plane, would he? Because he'd be drawn to the island, etc, etc. So why is Desmond on that plane? This is a timeline that he never sails around the world, so he never gets dragged into that situation. Yeah, I reckon it must have not worked, but at some point in the future it does work. Or something. Okay, maybe I'm not getting this as well as I think I am. So, yes, right, we find out, most important fact, we find out that the others aren't just this ragtag group of, 10 or 15 or so people. It's actually a lot more, and they're all at the temple. And that they're all devout followers of Jacob's. As soon as they heard that Jacob was dead, they went into battle stations. They were preparing for war. And now we find out why the ash or the soot or whatever it is was surrounding Jacob's cabin. Because that's a natural barrier to the smoke monster. So, at what point did Jacob stop living in the cabin and move back to the base of the statue? Did he give that up willingly so that Bernard and Rose had a place to live? Because that was definitely where they were living. I don't care what anyone says. They were living in Jacob's old cabin. Ilana said it, that Jacob hadn't been there for a long time and someone else had been using it. That was Rose and Bernard, although they would have been long dead by that point, we assume. Since they lived out the retirement in the 70s. Maybe Rose and Bernard were the skeletons that Jack originally found in the cave system that he called the original Adam and Eve. Maybe. I still don't know how this is all going to work out. The guitar case contained an ankh with a note saying that if Saeed dies, that they're all doomed. And Saeed was put through this weird ritual inside the temple in which he died. Basically, he died and has been reborn. No, I can't see any religious connotations there. Not. But there's a lot of that, isn't there? People dying and then rising from the dead. So Jacob is really dead. The smoke monster is bad and has met... Well, I assume that the man in black, aka the smoke monster, has been kind of in the shadows, and that Richard didn't know that the two were the same creature. Because of that ending, that nice to see you out of your chains, Richard. He hasn't been in chains for probably hundreds of years, or at least 100 years. So he was one of the prisoners on the Black Rock, I assume. Unless he was a prisoner in the Egyptian period, however that worked out. I don't know how that... I still don't know how the Egyptian thing fits into it all. In the present, Kate's gone off on, well, a fugitive run again. She's on the run again. She's practically kidnapped Claire and a taxi driver. Jack and Locke have become friends, which is ironic, considering how much they were headbutting each other, so to speak, back in the early days. They were so... You know what I mean. And yeah, after that Richard meeting thing, Richard immediately knew that was the man in black that they'd met before. He said, "You." So Richard has been a faithful disciple of Jacob. I thought maybe that the black smoke had somehow, or the man in black had somehow tricked the others into worshipping him in the name of Jacob, so to speak. So they thought they were worshipping Jacob. I'm saying worshipping, aren't I? Following. They thought they were following Jacob, but they were really following the black smoke. But maybe not. I've got to stop. When I'm referring to the human, I've got to start calling the man in black. And when I'm referring to the smoke, I've got to start calling it the smoke. The two act very differently. And why does the smoke have that mechanical winching sound? Like the smoke is covering up something that's going on inside that cloud. No. Okay then. I can't really think of anything else to say on this episode. I want to get on to the next one. Not today though. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.